Good morning, guys. Joe here with the Black Rock Central Railroad with kind of a, this is basically going to be a two-part video. First part is just going to be what have I been doing this month, if anything. And then a little bit of what we did at Timonium, or what we got at Timonium train show. And right now we're on the tripod, but here, as soon as I'm done with this intro, we're going to have to go to the shaky cam so I can show you all of this. And hopefully we can get it all in and get this video posted, and then work on the second part of it, which is a answer to a challenge that I just saw from one of the guys that was at Timonium. So let me move this camera and we'll get started with this. So hang tight a second. Probably the most time-consuming thing that I've been doing here this month is adding telephone poles or power poles or utility poles, whatever you care to call them, to the town of Black Rock. This is a Walther's kit. Comes with two different size poles. God knows how many cross arms of all different sizes and descriptions. And we've just been adding them in here as we go. Main Street is basically done. Kind of pan down here a little bit so that you can see what we've done here. The kit does come with a roll of wire, but I didn't like the looks of it, so I just went with straight thread. This is just black sewing thread that we've added to everything. Comes with transformers and, like I said, half a dozen different style of cross arms. And we have added lines to some of the buildings already. These three houses finally have electricity added to them. It's hard to see the lines going over there. See if we can move in here a little bit. And then we also branched off of that pole to come over here and give us some electricity for the two houses over here on this side. This is a real pain in the butt trying to do this. What I ended up doing was taking a piece of styrofoam, putting holes every 75 scale feet in it, planting the telephone poles in it, then stringing all the wiring or all the thread, and then bringing it over, drilling holes to match, and then planting the poles that way. Because as you can see back here, that's 4 foot across this area here, so it's kind of hard for me to stretch that far. But we've also started adding poles going down the other street over here. We haven't wired any of these in yet, but we have put poles over here so we can add wiring to the lumber yard. And then coming down, eventually we will get to all the other buildings along in here. Sorry about the shakiness here. Our business district here has underground utilities. So the lines come off the transformer and go down through the pipes underground and then up into the buildings. But we haven't got this side over here done yet, so we have to get another set of telephone poles because we ran out of poles. And then we'll get everybody over here lined up with some electricity. And everybody will be happy then. They can turn their lights and their TV on. And other than that, we haven't done a whole hell of a lot. We did run some trains around a little bit, just to kind of keep the track clean. But other than that, we haven't done anything. But let me get this camera repositioned here. And we just may do all this on one video. So hang tight here for a minute, guys. And when we got to Timonium, we met up with everybody over at Ray's Meet and Greet. And we got some new stickers. One from Mom and Son Railroad. And one from Ron Montag from the Southwest Railroad. And Bob from PKNW. Now Bob's is hanging up there because that's actually a coaster, which I use over on the workbench. And what I bought was not a whole heck of a lot. I went there looking for some rail joiners and some track nails and a bottle of glue. So I picked that up pretty quick. But then I also stopped over at another table where a guy had a bunch of freight cars for $1. So he picked up a Boise Cascade thrall door boxcar for the lumber yard. And a U.S. Plywood thrall door boxcar. Now these all had truck mounted couplers on them because they're old Tyco kits. But we got rid of them and put body mount couplers on them and still got plastic wheels because I'm out of metal wheels. But then we also found two just junk cars there. I forget what they were even called or who they were. But we brought them back and gave them an alcohol bath, got rid of everything that was on them, and repainted them. So we now have two more Black Rock Central boxcars. Which is a good thing because so far I've given away about 15 of these just to visitors, along with a couple to people who a long time ago when I first got into this kind of impressed me. So I sent a bunch of them out when I first got back into this hobby. Steve 87P's got one, Grandpa Rails has one, Jack needless to say has a couple of them. And they were just, and Jason has a couple of them. Train Freak has a couple. But here in a minute, we're going to turn this video off and end this one. And for anybody who is interested, if you're planning far enough ahead, the Timonium show that is normally in April, normally the last weekend in April, I got a email from John the other day that due to some conflicts in interest, plus the fact that it's right around Easter, they've moved that train show from the end of April to the first weekend in May. So that will be the May 3rd and 4th, I believe, is what it is. So you may want to mark that down on your calendars if you want to show up. But for now, that'll just end this video. And here shortly we'll be back with a running video. So we'll talk at y'all later. This is Joe from Black Rock Central. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Bye for now.